I have the desire to showcase my skills and talent once again. Like I said, I'm not an O. I got an O. I'm not afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, beat me. I've been beaten one time. Who's gonna beat me 2 times? I'm one time beat. Who's gonna beat me 2 times? I'm not done. You know, I got plenty to give this welterweight division, you know? So let's just see, man. I don't think I need to do anything special to really entice EJ. I think it's just a matter of time, and eventually he's gonna run out of options to make a legitimate, enticing pay-per-view match, right? His first pay-per-view against Mikey, whack sparring session people paid for, whack, you know what I'm saying? Him versus Porter, that fight was good because Porter made it good. That's what Porter does. Porter makes a fight. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna really, you know, and he won the fight, you know, but I'm still don't see EJ himself as a dominant, you know, pay-per-view force, you know, with the way that he boxes and his style. He's very picky. He takes his time. He fights his fight. Fuck the fans. And I get it, EJ. Fuck the fans. Win the fight. Do what you and coach got to do to stay champ. I get that. I understand that Floyd philosophy. I'm walking out of this ring the winner today. That's very important. But, you know, I know, like I said, he's going to run out of options when it comes to making one of a very exciting, enticing pay-per-view fight. He has Pacquiao now. It's perfect. It's big. Post-Pac, what you got? You're running out of options, son. What you got?
Well, he's saying...
Those are the words of Keith One Time Thurman. Shouts out to FightHype.com by way of Ness and Keith Thurman. Love Keith Thurman, man. Charismatic brother. Says a lot. And the thing about Keith Thurman, he reminds me of... He's very charismatic, but he kind of puts you in the mind of Tyson Fury in a sense because he's analyzing certain things. He gives certain different perspectives. That's what I like about him because I do the same thing. And he's stating that Errol Spence, like, why is he so mad at Keith Thurman? Like, what did Keith Thurman really do to him? And, you know, why is he drinking all this haterade, all right, when it comes to Keith Thurman? And let me counterpunch for a second, okay? The reason Errol Spence is mad at Keith Thurman is because Errol Spence wanted Keith Thurman. He wanted Keith Thurman as a target opponent that was going to boost his popularity, okay? Because Keith was the guy to beat, okay? Keith was that guy that was thrown as an obstacle at Keith Thurman. You know, he was thrown at Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman was coming after people that those people, which was Floyd Mayweather, did not want Keith to be doing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the guy that was being hounded at by Keith Thurman. And there was no legitimate reason why Floyd didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. He just really just ducked him. His thing, he doesn't carry the numbers that we need to really make a fight. He doesn't have anything to offer as far as getting in with the cash cow, the creme de la creme, that type of shit. So, and what he did was, Floyd knew, hey, I just sparred a very good southpaw and aggressive guy in Errol Spence, very green, very determined, very talented. So how about I throw this guy at that? And then Errol Spence bit, you know, he fell for the bait. Keith Thurman was the bait. He fell for it, kept on chasing it and chasing it and chasing it because he was preached, he was coached, okay? He was advised that, Keith Thurman is the guy, he's the guy that you want to beat, you know, he's that guy and that I feel that is in your league. He's not out of your league. Don't make him think that he's out of your league. He's a guy that I think you can beat. That's what happened, okay? And Keith Thurman wouldn't hear that noise. Keith Thurman was like, dude, I did my dues. I've been where this kid's at. This kid ain't where I was at. So Floyd, stop. Okay? And Keith Thurman bought his time. He did the right things. A lot of people called him a ducker or whatever, but he got his damn fight. He got his legacy fight. He did that. See, you're not a fighter until you get that fight you want. Okay? Just like Amir Khan. Amir Khan, it was a lot of fights that Amir Khan should have fought, and he didn't. He didn't because he was chasing other fighters. Okay, he was saying other fighters aren't worth or aren't on his level because his projections were very high. Okay, he wanted Pac-Man. He wanted Floyd Mayweather. He never got both, but he did get Canelo. He went up to Canelo and got knocked out, but he did go to the creme de la creme. Okay, Keith Thurman did the similar fashion. He went up and he fought Pac-Man. He didn't get Floyd. Floyd got the hell out of there. I'm out. He got the hell out of there. So, but he got the Pac-Man fight. Pacquiao, that's the highest you can get. You know, now Errol Spence is getting that fight, but I think Errol Spence knows that he is not, as far as levels, okay, in time. Errol Spence knew he was chasing Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman was a couple notches above him, okay, as far as experience, as far as clout, as far as notoriety, okay? And I think Errol Spence thinks of Keith Thurman like he wanted to be that guy, but he wasn't that guy at that time. He was that guy that had to wait around a couple years even to get a Porter fight after fighting Kell Brook. Think about it. He fought Kell Brook in 17. He fought Sean Porter in 19, right? So that's 2 years. He waited 2 years to fight those guys. He didn't get Keith Thurman. He didn't get these guys. And Keith Thurman was the champ 2 years ago when he fought Pacquiao. But Keith Thurman got the Pacquiao fight. What did he get? He got the Porter fight. Pacquiao Porter. Come on now. Come on. That's not even a comparison of when you're talking about popularity or clout or notoriety. It's Pacquiao all day. And Keith Thurman got that Pacquiao fight. Okay, so I think the answer, Keith, one time Thurman's question, hey, why is he so mad? That's why. Okay, now with what Keith stated, I do agree with. If he beats Pacquiao, and there is no Terrence Crawford's fight, because see, we don't know what's going to happen yet with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. Now, mind you, if the Terrence Crawford fight doesn't happen, and let's look at it this way. If Terrence Crawford dismantles Sean Porter, they fight, and he dismantles Sean Porter, I don't think Al Heyman will put another one of his fighters in there with Terrence Crawford, then, because he'll knew, like, fuck that, I shouldn't have fucked with this guy anyway. Because Al Heyman's not stupid. You're not going to wipe out my whole stable, you know what I mean, with your talented ass. No, with Bob Arum's boy. That's not going to happen. It'll get too political. It'll get too risky business-wise for Uncle Al. And Uncle Al will not let another person in there. That's when a fight that Keith Thurman is talking about now, hey, who you going to fight? You're going to fight Keith Thurman. Why? Because Al Heyman's going to bring it back in-house, especially if Terrence Crawford's able to do something that no one has ever done. And that's stop Sean Porter. Okay, so you guys tell me what you think about this particular interview with Keith Thurman. Why is Errol Spence so mad? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.